spørgsmålet er, om I kan nævne nogle ting, som kvinder naturligt er bedre til end mænd.
Jamen det mest naturlige at sige vil jo være multitask, ikke?
Jo, lige præcis.
Men jeg vil sige at snakke, tænker jeg også, vi er meget bedre til.
Ja, og handle.
Ja.
What I'm asking people today is, are there any things that women are naturally better at than men?
Everything, I think.
Can you name any things that women are naturally better at than men?
Being successful.
Kvinder er jo generelt bedre til det meste, end mænd er. Så der er faktisk ikke... Havde den været anderledes, at vi skulle finde ud af, hvad mænd var bedre til end kvinder, så er det blevet svært, ikke? Det der spørgsmål, det har vi slet ikke tid til at svare på.
Men han været længere,
fordi kvinder er generelt bedre til stort set alting i forhold til mænd.
Can you mention any things that women are naturally better at than men?
Blowjobs. What else? It's actually a good question. I feel like gifts, right? Like, you know, when you have a girlfriend and she's gonna make you a gift or something like that, you try to come up with a good thing and you buy her, I don't know, like a small thing, and she comes up with this big box of feelings and stuff like that. It's like, I love you for all eternity. Girls gives the best gifts in the world. And I feel like they're also a little bit more caring than guys are. Yeah.
What if we reverse the question, and if I ask you, what are some of the things that men might do naturally better than women?
Push-ups. But I mean, it's kind of a hard question, right? Because I don't want to. I'm a live streamer myself, so I don't want to put anyone in the wrong zone. But
Don't want to offend anybody?
No, I don't. I really don't. And I feel like we're kind of the same. Somewhat, like I said, with feelings and stuff, I feel like girls are better. But of course, I mean, like when you're talking about physical stuff, for example, I mean, some sports men are a little bit stronger in some senses, you know. So I feel like that, like natural, we're a little bit different, but. Despite that, I think we're just as good. I think women are better at organizing than guys are.
Can you name any things that women are naturally better at than men?
Walking on heels.
Walking on heels.
Yeah. Better at that.
Ja,
Okay.
det er godt, okay.
Er det godt?
Jo.
Er du med på det da?
Jeg giver os på det rigtige.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. How about the other way around? Are there any things that men are naturally better at than women?
Not walking on heels.
I don't know. Keira? Nej. We have to watch out now, not to offend anyone.
Ah, so you have to watch out now not to offend people. Why is that?
No. I guess men and women, men and women are, you know, they are both good at something.
At få børn? Ja. 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 Er der andet? Så fået børn, ja.
Vise følelser.
Vise følelser?
Veldig mye ting, egentlig.
Hvad så med den anden vej rundt? Er der nogle ting, som mænd er naturligt bedre til end kvinder?
Ja, masse. Men hvor er kjærten da? Jeg vet ikke. Hva tenker du?
Hvad med sådan noget som at være fysisk? Mænd er jo større og stærkere end kvinder.
Ja, generelt sett, men ikke alltid. Men helheten, så stemmer det.
Hvad med sådan noget som at være ambitiøs?
Nei. Jeg er mer ambisiøs enn han.
Hvad med sådan noget som at bygge ting? Eller opfinde ting?
Nei, for nei, der er jeg veldig oppfinnsom. Så nei, jeg tror ikke menn er bedre enn kvinner.
Vi er jo forskellige som køn, så naturligvis må der være nogle forskelle. Jeg er så bare nysgerrig på, hvad folk tænker, de forskelle er.
Det er mye forskjeller, men jeg tror det er veldig individuelt hva de forskjellene er. Men det er sikkert sånn generelle ting, sånn som fysisk og litt sånne ting da. Men ikke alltid.
What I'm asking people today is, are there any things that women are naturally better at than men?
Everything, I think.
Everything.
But one thing, how they are like, as I don't know. Thank you though.
Thank you.
At være empatiske, tror jeg. Altså det er vel det, der jeg tænker først. Og bedre til at dekorere.
Hvad hvis vi vendte spørgsmålet om? Kan du nævne mig nogle ting, som mænd er naturligt bedre til end kvinder?
Som mænd er bedre til. Altså, hvis fysiologi for eksempel, så sport måske kunne komme ind som en af dem, hvor mænds muskulatur og sådan noget giver dem en større fordel. Man kan diskutere, om det er bedre, men jeg vil sige, mænd har måske lidt svært ved at styre deres temperament. Men det er måske også det, der giver dem naturligt mere konkurrencepræget mindset, at de tænker lidt mere, ham der, han skal fandme ikke slå mig, og hende der skal ikke gøre det bedre end mig. Så kører temperamentet ind og giver dem lidt mere lyst til at gøre det bedre.
Ja, så du tænker måske, at der er sådan mindset-mæssigt er der nogle forskelle?
Jeg tror, ja, der er lidt mindset-forskelle, at mænd er måske lidt mere konkurrencemindet end kvinder, selvom kvinder kan sagtens være konkurrencemindet. Det er der ingen tvivl om.
Can you name any things that women are naturally better at than men?
Being successful. In general.
Yeah. I don't know, being happy with what they've got. Not always, What else?
I don't know, maybe using your weaknesses as strengths.
It's a good one.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like it's hard to say. I think equal.
Yeah, definitely like...
Being nurturing?
I mean, depends on the woman if that's what you're into. I mean, like, because there's obviously a stereotype women are more motherly, and there's a lot of nurturing women, but I think that we do, because of the way we're raised, we're more empathetic often.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Very nurturing of each other.
Yeah.
I think girls are good at looking after other girls, especially.
Yeah.
I think
especially
they
like
really
strangers as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll always look out for a girl at a club or out and about.
Yeah.
Er der flere ting? Shoppe er vi også rigtig gode til. Og gøre rent. Og...
Ja. Tag en uddannelse. Og...
Det er jo ikke engang forkert.
Gør det færdigt.
Ja, det tror jeg. Vi er mere punktlige også.
Ja, lige præcis.
Det tror jeg.
Ja. Vi
Cool.
fuldfører ting, ikke? Ja. I livet. Det har det mænd nogle gange.
Så er vi også mere følsomme end mænd, som regel.
Ja.
I hvert fald de mænd, jeg har mødt.
Ja, også dem, jeg har været sammen med, der har det også været mig, der har været mest følsom.
Ja.
Kan du nævne mig nogle ting, som mænd er naturligt bedre til end kvinder?
Alt, hvad der har med håndværk at gøre. Mænd er sådan mere eftergivende og sådan lidt, ikke? Det er kvinder ikke.
Altså i forhold til, hvis nogen har jogget i spinaten eller noget?
Ja. Nemlig. Ja.
Mænd er jo fysisk større, stærkere og hurtigere end kvinder, og har større hænder og fødder. Så jeg vil jo mene, at mænd er bygget til enten at kæmpe eller arbejde. Og det passer måske meget godt.
Det er derfor, at kvinder lever længere end mænd, ikke? Fordi at mænd, de knokler hele livet. Ja. De er jo håndværkere. Ja. Hvor kvinder, de skal helst have et job, hvor de går og hygger sig lidt. Og drikker te og kaffe i børnehaven og sådan lidt, ikke?
Most men are like, goblogs, they're idiots, we're all idiots, we have no idea what we're doing. So most women can just call us out and go like, you moron, one give you. That's what they're damn good at. In my channel, that is.
So calling men out. Women are good at calling men out.
Yeah. And complaining and, gossiping and if I say any more, I'm going to get cancelled. So no.
When I asked the question, you were a little like, oh, I don't want to offend anybody. Isn't that funny that the second we ask about men and what men might be better at, then, we have to be careful.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
That's exactly why I'm asking the question, because I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
Why should society put limits on us on what we can talk about and freely discuss? Because it is a way that we're all, we have to tread lightly here.
Yeah. I guess it's just something we're raised, men are raised differently and girls are raised differently. It's just, if we were raised the same way, I guess we would be more similar,
But do you think that would cancel out the physicality aspect? In my case, I'm 2 meters and 10 and 110 kilos. Isn't it natural that I'm probably a lot more physical, and anything that's physical I could probably do more or better than a woman? I'm built for work, right? I'm built for fighting, in theory, right? And women are built for what? Giving birth, being nurturing mothers, which is not a bad thing.
No.
It's very important. It probably is the most important thing, right? But what do you guys think?
Yeah, I don't really agree with that.
No? What part do you disagree with?
I don't know. I go for the corn.
I think mom should be mom and dad should be dad, you know.
I would maybe even argue that women are more important than men because men are expendable, right?
They are.
But isn't it, wouldn't you say that like every human physical activity ever measured where somebody is at the top, that's a man?
Yes, because I think we have to go back in the time where, you know, there's a reason why a man is a man and a woman is a woman. But of course, if you had 10 females and one guy, that would be better than having 10 guys and one girl, right? Especially for society, right? Because we wouldn't be able to grow with only, you know, a woman can only be pregnant with one at a time. Of course, we have twins and all this kind of stuff. But if you have like 10 women, you can multiply a lot easier. So I do think that women are more important than men.
Before I ask you on purpose, like, were you afraid to offend anybody? Because that's exactly why I'm asking these two questions, because I've seen that when I ask, especially the last question, that people are a little bit hesitant to actually give an answer. And I think that's really strange. Why would you be hesitant to praise men today?
I feel like it's a personal opinion, like saying men are stronger than women. I feel like that you can probably get some like bodybuilder women that are way stronger than some men. So I think it's very individual, but I think if you set it up like statistically wise, I think like, you know, men are physically bigger than women. So in that sense, they must be stronger. I don't feel like I'm afraid to offend someone, even though I said it, but I think that everybody want to try to, the equality is very important in this world, right? So everybody's trying, you know, we want to have room for everybody, and I get that, I totally agree. So I think it should be the same for men and women.
Yes, and that's exactly what I'm curious about, because a lot of people would say that they think it should be, but is that the same as it is? Because our biology plays such a big part of it, and probably also our mindset. Like, are guys not more competitive than women? Are they not more, inventive? Curious about things instead of people? Those are differences, right?
I feel society is changing that. I'm not saying that the sizes and muscles and stuff like that. Of course, I think if you take the biggest man and the biggest women, there's going to be a size difference. But I feel like, psychological, I think we're all changing with each other. So I think we're all evolving into being such as competitive or want to do such as much conventional, I think it's all changing with society, really. But probably back in the days, if we go like back into the Stone Age, it was about hunting, getting food. Ladies were there to provide children, protective and care, So going back to the roots, that will be different. But I feel like in society, it's all changing. Like, for example, I don't want to have kids, and some ladies don't want to have kids. So society is changing. It's not the biological or, it's not as straightforward as it was back in the days.
Det der spørgsmål, det har vi slet ikke tid til at svare på.
Men han været længere.
Fordi kvinder er generelt bedre til stort set alting i forhold til mænd. Det var det, jeg ville sige.
Men I rammer jo helt rigtigt, fordi det næste spørgsmål er jo lige præcis, hvad så når vi vender det om? Kan I nævne mig nogle ting, som mænd naturligt er bedre til end kvinder?
Ja. Og behage kvinder.
Ja. Jeg synes,
vi er meget bedre til at behage kvinder, end kvinder er til at behage kvinder. Det lyder forkert i de her tider, men det tror jeg bare.
Havde min været længere, nu vi går tilbage til Elsborg, så er kvinder, helt naturligt, at kvinder giver blowjob, ikke også? Men også der har en lang en, kan jo selv gøre det på os selv. Og så er det jo pissegodt.
Så stopper vi her.
Okay.
De her, I er fantastisk.
Ja, kæden hoppede af, det beklager.
Tak skal I have. So the question is, can you name any things that women are naturally better at than men?
Women have a better eye for details, I would say. So, I think. And multitasking, yeah, and remembering things. Definitely remembering details and
remembering
people's birthdays and
remembering important dates, remembering important times, I think.
How about if I reverse the question and ask you, can you name any things that men are naturally better at than women?
Men have a natural what's it called? They're naturally more strong and easily build muscles. Women tend to be a lot more high maintenance. Yeah. Women?
Yes.
Yeah.
Women are more dramatically, yes, and yeah, men are more simple in that way, and they can just hug it out or punch it out, and then they're done. But women hold a nudge. Grunge.
Women hold a grudge. Yeah.
Yeah, women, that's one thing that I would say men are naturally better at. It's solving problems. Because girls, we just never solve them. We just walk around in silence and expect the other person to do something about it, but never do it ourselves.
I det daglige er det jo mænd, der vedligeholder og bygger ting, og så gør kvinder noget andet, ikke? Så måske er det sådan et sted, vi excellerer.
Ja, jeg vil sige, at hvis kvinder fik chancen for det, så tror jeg også sagtens, at de kunne varetage den opgave. Der har været mange kvindelige forskere igennem tiden, der har lavet nogle af vores store gennembrud i forskning, som der ikke bliver talt så meget om i tidens løb. Så jeg tror helt klart, at hvis de fik de samme muligheder, så ville det også de ville sagtens gøre det på samme niveau.
Men build cities and empires. That's what men have incredible ambition. Just like him, just like me, that's why we're here. That's how I got to Denmark, with my ambition and with their support too. Because without their support and people believing in us, right, we wouldn't be building all this or being here at all. So I think the men's greatest power is literally ambition. That's what it is.
No, I completely agree, and this was one of my points that I wanted to see if people would actually say that, or would they shy away from being like, oh, I don't want to.
I think it's too direct a question, that's why. But, screw it. Being direct is the most straightforward way of actually pointing out what is good and bad, because it's all about honesty. Yeah, so I like that question, actually.
And of course, it doesn't mean that one sex is better than the other. That's not the point.
No,
the point is just
we need
that
both.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, LGBT's got their own thing going, but we need both. Yeah, that's right. We need each other.
I feel like a lot of times it's not a gender thing. I mean, we were just, even the things we were saying when women were better than men, it wasn't like anything.
It was more like
our personal experience. I feel like girls would look good at looking after girls, but it's also because we have to.
Yeah.
I feel like, sometimes guys are better taking things a little more lightly.
Yeah, definitely. I think men are really good at getting over issues quicker with friends, maybe.
Yeah.
They definitely tend to talk less badly about each other
behind each other's
backs.
Not always, but generally more than women.
So definitely maybe getting over issues faster.
Yeah.
What about something like being physical? Because I'm standing next to you guys and I'm 2 meters and 10. What about the general size of men? Are we stronger, faster? How does that play out?
Well, there's obviously a bit of a biological difference. But for instance, Maya here, she's on she does track, running track for a US college. So she could probably run faster than quite a few men if she had to.
Definitely, because I've experienced running with women and men, attaining strength, physical strength, in your muscles, I think it's easier as a man to do that, to achieve that. But, from that, again, from a scientific standpoint, men were biologically stronger than women. That's just objectively the standpoint. But that being said, women are also just as strong, in my opinion.
You can get strong.
Hvordan i alverden er det blevet fy at sige, at mænd er bedre til nogle ting end kvinder? Fordi det er jo åbenlyst, tænker jeg.
Jo, men det blev sådan efterhånden, ikke? At kvinder, de skal overtage hele samfundet. De vil have, at der skal være, for eksempel med hensyn til bestyrelsesposter, så skal der være så mange procenter og alt det der. Der skal være kvinder, ikke? Hvorfor skal der være det? Man skal jo bare tage dem, der er dygtigst. Ja, og det er åbenbart mænd, siden der er flest af dem i bestyrelserne.
I think if you go to the old generation, I think people think that, a woman should be in the kitchen and doing this and that and all that stuff. But in all honesty, I wouldn't care if I had to stay home and clean and my woman could take care of me, income-wise and whatnot. I don't think I would care at all.
No, I completely agree with you that it's personal choice, and if you want to do, you do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
What I was curious about today is that, is it actually a problem to lift up men? Can we actually see when we ask guys or girls to point out things that men are good at, do they feel a societal pressure to not do it because, oh my God, modern feminism, we can't do that. Men have been the oppressors, all this stuff. Because I think that's wrong. Why would you, isn't that sexist? Why would you differentiate And that's what I've actually seen a little bit, maybe not as much as some of the things I've seen from other places. So maybe in Denmark we are a little bit more grounded.
I feel like we have more feminists than we have man chauvinists. No, in all honesty, being bloody honest, I don't agree with the feminists. I don't agree with the man chauvinist, because thinking that someone is better because of their gender is simply stupid. But if you look at like physical activities, there's a reason why men are not competing against women, and there's a reason why if you go like for Olympics, that a man can jump further than a woman can, because it's just the way we're built. So I feel like not, praising those differences is wrong.
Hvad hvis jeg så vendte spørgsmålet om, så det hedder, kan I nævne mig nogle ting, som mænd naturligt er bedre til end kvinder?
At køre bil.
Ja. Og leve i nuet, ikke?
Jo.
Ja, det tror jeg også.
Ja. Se, det er noget sværere.
Ja, det var sværere.
Nu skulle man jo tænke sig op.
Ja.
Men hvorfor er det sværere at svare på det spørgsmål?
Fordi vi ikke selv kan det.
Det er vel fordi, man er vant til at gå og sige, at man er bedre end det andet køn, jo.
Ja.
Det tror jeg.
Ja.
Det er også lige præcis grunden til, at jeg er nysgerrig på de her to spørgsmål. Jeg har set noget socialt eksperiment fra udlandet, hvor det faktisk var meget tydeligt at se, at kvinderne var farvede, når de skulle, eller folk generelt var farvede, når de skulle svare på, om hvad mænd var bedre til. Det var simpelthen svært for dem, og så blev jeg jo nysgerrig på, at vide, om vi også sidder fast, låst i sådan en, at vi må godt tale det ene køn op, men ikke det andet. Og så var jeg jo nysgerrig på, okay, er det også sådan, vi har det, og så selvfølgelig, hvorfor er det sådan, vi har det, ikke?
Jo.
Så you hit it on the nail, var jeg lige ved at sige.
Ja, men det giver da super god mening.
Skål for det.